Scholars, welcome back to our extended discussion of Concord 2. I'm joking. I know every time someone hears that, it's funny. Someone in the comment section got baited, literally with me starting out a conversation, a marathon of Concord 2, and they checked out. And it's so fucking funny because I continue to say that, and even before all this stuff about it becoming like, you know, having more of a positive spin on it, I've never said it was Concord. Now, people have obviously compared it to Concord. We talked about that, but we're talking about Marathon, and specifically, we're going to talk about the voice actors. That's right. Where I actually just want to talk about it because there were some voice actors that I didn't even know, like, listen, I played NDA stuff, but it's not like you play and experience the full game when you do like the alpha testing. It's not like playing the full game. And then there's aspects to the game that people will only get access to for a full release. So we have the full roster. People from Baldur's Gate and Clair Obscura. That's right. We have a full roster for Marathon. And I find this interesting because, again, I can't talk about how Bungie has presented story. I can't talk about it because it's NDA'd. I don't know for an extraction shooter how big of a deal it will be. Again, there could be more. There could also be like surprises, like they could drop cutscenes or something that you unlock as you progress the factions. I don't know. Like we saw some of the faction cutscenes. Bungie has revealed some of it. They've revealed parts of it too. But there's aspects of the game that we don't know. And I'm saying this because it's easy to just sit there and make assumptions. Also, there's things I can't talk about, so I'm also beating around the bush because I don't want to get NDA'd out my ass. But let's see what actually is, like, who's in this, right? With Marathon's March 5th release date, now official developer, Bungie has started sharing other bits of info about the PvE extraction shooter, including a lengthy cast list with names including Jennifer English and Ben Starr. Now, I don't know who Jennifer English is, but I know who Ben Starr is, and it is funny. Reb Ford from Digital Extremes said it correctly during the game show awards. Ben Starr will do anything for money, and it is true. However, he's a good actor, so I don't care, right? He's a phenomenal voice actor, and I hope to see him in more video games, kind of like Alex Mercer and all that stuff, right? I think, yeah, Alex Mercer. Am I thinking of the right guy? Sorry, thinking of Matt Mercer. Alex Mercer is from the game Prototype. Whoops. Robertson. Whoops, that is not wrong person. While we're here, who's Jennifer English? Jennifer English. Who is this? Who's Jennifer English? For Baldur's Gate. Okay, so she's known for Baldur's Gate 3. Gonna be honest, never played it. So I don't know, but a good game. I heard a lot of praise about it, so there it is, right? Bungie has confirmed 30 actors making appearance in Marathon's English voice cast at launch, but it hasn't revealed the roles they'll be playing. And I can't talk to what some of the voice acting I heard. I can't talk about it, unfortunately. Alongside Jennifer English, fresh off her award-winning turn as Melel in last year's Clair Obscura Expedition 3, Marathon also features fellow Expedition 33 actor Ben Starr and Tracy Wiles. Wait, so she's also part of okay, and I have not played Expedition 33, so boo me. Ben Starr, Tracy Wiles who played the Paintress who portrayed Jaheira in Baldur's Gate 3, and joined by fellow Baldur's Gate 3 veterans Neil Newman, Asterion. Okay, I know who that is. And Samantha Burt Carlack. I think is Carlack the devil chick? I don't remember. Marathon also stars stars Roger Clark, Arthur Morgan from Red Dead Redemption. Okay, that's the guy with like the big beard and all that shit. Yeah. Okay, so he's a pretty good voice actor. Dave Fennoy, Lee Everett in The Walking Dead. Oh, Lee! Oh, Dave! It's Lee! Okay, yeah, damn, there is some good fucking voice actors. Elias Tufix, Adam Jensen, and so he's the main guy, the side. I never played the Deus Ex. And Aaron Yvette, who last year lent her voice to Samus Aran in Metroid 4 Prime, and Dispatch's Blonde Blazer. Oh. Other confirmed talent include Scott White, Crash Bandicoot, and Jason Spisak, Soko, and League of Legends TV adaptation Arcane. You'll find the complete announced English cast below, with Bungie also noting Marathon will include full localized dialogue for all its supported languages. Okay. None of the other big names that I would think about seeing, like, I'm actually surprised not to see Nolan North. Maybe maybe they went for the cheaper route. I mean, granted, all these voice actors are great, but it's not like they're in like Halo or Call of Duty, or I'm trying to think of like some big name games where you would have like Nolan North or Matt Mercer, like people like that is what I would expect. Not to undermine any of these wonderful voice actors, but they're not, like, let's be honest, there's certain levels. I don't know. There's the iconic legends. Marathon, of course, has a turbulent road ahead to release, finding itself embroiled in leadership changes, legal challenges, and plagiarism scandal, and more since its unveiling back in 2023. The shooter was initially due to launch on September. Yeah, good thing it didn't. It would have been dead on arrival, not delayed in its arrival. That I think we could all agree that Marathon would have been dead on arrival. Now, so with all the changes, and we'll see. I don't think just by basing, looking at how the game looks is going to be indicative of how well it does. I think gameplay is the goalpost. How does it compete against Arc Raiders? And Arc Raiders not only can caters to the big PvP players, but also the PvE Andes. I mean, you have massive boss fights with the Queen and the Arc, and they're continuing to add to it even after launch and it's successful. How I don't even know like where we at now. Like, this is Destiny. No one gives a shit about Destiny right now. We're talking about Marathon and Arc Raiders. So how are we doing with Arc Raiders? Yeah, I mean, damn. Like, it is kept fucking consistent. Like this, we're talking about concurrent all time. Like, Marathon has to compete and keeping players playing the game. Sure, launch numbers absolutely matter, but if you look at the launch numbers of Arc Raiders to when they broke their all time, like it was literally in January, like not even like way after it was launched in January 4th, it broke its all-time peak. Like, I'm sorry. Launch data does matter, but I think what's going to be interesting pre-launch is going to be the beta test. But I think the voice actor, like, you can't say, I don't think the voice actors are going to be a problem. I think they have an interesting stack of voice actresses and actors. I do think that this is going to be interesting, but Marathon has a lot of hurdles to cover. We'll see if they can do it, Cotton. I'm just going to be, it's going to be really interesting as someone who, I have Arc Raiders. I think it's fun. I still think I like Tarkov better, even though I suck dick at it. As someone who's also played Marathon, it is probably the least entertaining to me, but also it's an alpha. And I kind of said the same thing about Arc Raiders. I want to refresh my statement. When I first played the beta for Arc Raider, I said, I don't know how I feel about this. And I actually started playing it. It's like, okay, this is actually not that bad. But I don't think I'm ever going to get over the Roblox guns. I'm sorry. That is going to be the pain point for me, is I'm going to feel like I'm playing Roblox. Like the Call of Duty. And that is a very me situation because I played whenever like first person shooters weren't doing so hot, like way before we had like, you know, Battlefield, which is still fun. Call of Duty for people who like Call of Duty. Like I'm talking about, I was like a couple years ago that FPSs were not really popping off. I played like Halo and Call of Duty on Roblox. And that's where the mentality comes from. Like it feels like it. That and BattleBit. If you remember that, you're a legend. That's when people crave for the Battlefield, was when we played BattleBit. This reminds me so much of that. And it's not good to me. I hope in the future that they release skins that normalizes the guns. Like if there's a time where I hope Bungie breaks the immersion, because they love doing it to Destiny, break the immersion of Marathon. Like, let me earn skins that make it look like normal fucking guns. And that is going to be a pain point. The gameplay is traditional of Bungie. But overall, I think it's going to be interesting to see what this cast of people do. Listen. I try to be fair, and I'm going to say it now. I've already seen people going crazy about comparing this to Arc Raiders, and people trying to say it's AI. First off, it's text to speech, mostly. Secondly, you're right. Nothing beats having actual voice actors, and I gave Bungie shit for having no voice acting for like paid content in Destiny. Like episode Heresy, none of the dialogue had options, and it was just awful. It was an awful experience that you had to stop what you're doing to read. Like, it was stupid. Now, granted, Arc Raiders doesn't make you do that, but nothing overly exciting of the fact that we have text to speech, or sounds like text to speech, right? But apparently there is actual voice actors in Arc Raiders. That's whatever, right? I think it's a dumb argument to try to justify Arc Raiders Marathon being better than Arc Raiders, but I do think, based on what we've seen that I can talk about, not what I've played, based on what we've seen, the delivery seems better. But again, I said this before, when it comes to story and lore, it's an extraction shooter. So, and I said the same thing about Arc Raiders. Like, no, who really plays an extraction shooter for lore? I don't know. I leave that to, and I say it again, I leave that to the extraction masters. How much does it play a part to you? To me, and maybe other casuals like me, very few people give a shit. Like, to the casuals. I just want to blow shit up or shoot shit. That's a me situation. But anyways, I will be very interested to see how this story plays out. I think they're doing some right things. I think getting a good cast of voice actors and actresses is a good step in the right direction. If you do want people to give a shit about your story, let it be spoken by people that we like. Oh, and I don't think there was anyone controversial. I don't think there was any controversial names in there that would cause drama. Nobody cares. Well, you do if you're willing to comment down below on this. Apparently someone cares. I'm gonna refresh this. Let's not ignore John Helldiver and Arthur Morgan. Yep. Let's see. Anyone else post anything? Nope. Okay. By the way, I know I find it interesting that we're reading Eurogamer. I'm so interested to see what they have to say, because we remember the whole scandal of Eurogamer and their rankings of arc raiders. So I'm so interested to see their ranking for Marathon. But let me know what you think down below. I know some people are going to be upset that I'm not like hate baiting or hating on Marathon. But I don't know what videos you watch where I'm just, you came to the wrong channel. Like, go watch Grums or Pirate Nation. I don't know if Pirate Nation does YouTube, but go watch those people. Like, I don't keep this idea that I just do rage bait stuff. Like, sometimes I talk about a topic. I do intros that are kind of rage baity or titles that are rage baity to get just to get people to watch the video. Sometimes I ask genuine questions. By the way, I need to stop putting questions in the title because no one ever looks to read the title and see that there's the explanation point. No one understands that I'm asking a question, not making a statement. Like the whole dead on arrival thing was a question mark in the last video. Anyways, let me know what you think down below. If you are, let's put it to the people who care. Does seeing these voice actors excite you if you are interested in Marathon? And if you don't like Marathon, do some of these names interest you regardless? Let me know in the comments down below. Again, short video, which is a rare W for people who want short videos. Yeah, that's my thoughts. Well, it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Yeah. See you next one. Don't forget to game out and